Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Eternal Empire series. So I want to make a quick note about this series. A couple of things really before I dive in for episode 88. First of all, I just want to acknowledge, I recognize that over the past couple of episodes, at the end of my previous recording session, I was getting quite frustrated. I don't like it when I let my emotions, I guess, get the better of me playing these games. But as you guys know, I've been at the Eternal Empire series for a long time. Not only that, but it's been a very important series to me going through the series as it's been happening, but also prior to the beginning of the series is something that I look forward to doing from almost the very beginning of my time on YouTube. And I've been very frustrated by the fact that Rome was burned to the ground and then no one resettled it. A few of you did offer up some good constructive suggestions as far as how we might have been able to kind of make that happen, but unfortunately those came through after I'd already recorded up till this point. So I do, every now and then, I feel obligated, even though no one's really complaining about it. I'm looking at myself, listening to the way that I'm doing recordings, and I'm saying, well, it's probably, not the most entertaining thing when I'm just getting pissy. I mean, yes, when I do funny things because I get pissy, then yeah, you might enjoy watching that, but I apologize for being a sourpuss about the state of the game. But things are going quite well. I mean, this is us. I mean, I can't really complain. I just really wanted to march on Rome, but we've kind of given up on that, and I'm going to stick to that going forward, and we are going to rebuild Rome ourselves, which is cool, as the Eastern Roman Empire. The other note that I want to make is more of a technical note. I strongly suspect that I will not need another 20 episodes after episode 91, which is where the current part of this series is going to end, for those of you watching it live, and then we switch back, of course, to Crusader Kings 2. So what I'm probably going to do is I will switch back to Crusader Kings 2 in this time slot, but then we will end Eternal Empire probably in a separate run on a separate time slot when I just find time to cruise through the final episodes and finish off the series. Don't think it's going to take 20 episodes to complete that. So yeah, just wanted to let everyone know that is the plan. So be looking for Eternal Empire. Again, if you're watching this in the backlog, this doesn't matter. You can just watch the next episode. But for those of you watching it live, after episode 91, be looking for Eternal Empire to continue in a different time slot. But it'll still be playing. Maybe not right away, but I intend to jump into it and air the episodes once I've finished the series. So anyway, let's jump in. I think I was attacking Aquileia in the previous episode, and it seems like this battle is ready to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to fight this on the battlefield, and it's going to be good times. I'm excited. The poison is in the tail, Latin proverb. So we're attacking the Western Roman separatists for the first time. So these were rebels against the Western Romans. It makes sense that we would fight them because technically they're rebels against us as well. We were actually trading with them for a very, very long time, though. So we're kind of backstabbing them a little bit. Okay, we're really backstabbing them. That's what we're doing. It's happening. But we're going to make it happen. It's 460 AD. And by taking this city, we are definitely moving into Italia for the first time ever. We are definitely going to be taking control of Italy again. And very interestingly, as I discussed, I believe at the end of the last episode, even in my state of annoyance, going to war with the Picts is going to mean going to war with pretty much our entire Western Front. So it's going to be fun. It actually means that I'll be able to make several moves in rapid succession. We'll be able to just kind of cruise into Western Europe relatively quickly. So I'm excited about that. So it's raining. Could be kind of cool to fight in the rain. Takes more time to ignite ships, buildings, and deployables, but sure. Let's fight in the rain. Haven't had a rain fight yet. Yeah, we don't need to knock anything down here. This is a mostly cavalry army, so let's take a look at this city real quick. This is Aquileia. It is a coastal city, as you can see here. So there might be some merit to keeping the army together and having a brief fight out here with whatever their navy throws at us. Let's see, where would the best position? It actually looks like we have a bit of the high ground if we fought here. So let's do that. There's a bit of a wall there, which is going to cause some issues with formations. But if I did a formation here in this field, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to start the army off facing the coast, because again, I strongly suspect these are actually. That looks like a big unit. I don't know why. Suddenly feels like the unit sizes are larger. Maybe. All right, I'm just dreaming it. I know they're the same. Okay, so I'm not quite keeping them in the field because I need them to spread out a little bit. So this wall is they're straddling that wall a little bit, but that's fine. And then I have one fewer archer unit than usual. So I'll just position them like so. And since we're in the rain, I'm not going to use any kind of fire ammunition because there's no point. I mean, I could, but its effectiveness would be reduced. We'll have the general in the very back, and then I have lots of cavalry to mess with. I could have 3 separate units of cavalry if I really wanted to. Maybe what I'll do instead, though... Okay, yeah. I'm going to have 1 unit of cavalry here. Another unit of cavalry here. And then a unit of shot cavalry. Tell you what, we'll have him hang out with the general. Awesome. All right, let's start the battle. All right, so as expected, we've got some of their navy. Let's see where they go before we go anywhere. I don't believe they have any artillery, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for that. And we'll also have to keep an eye on whatever they're going to do over here. All right, they have a number of ships coming in from this direction, so I don't know where they're going to go. Let's speed up time and let them maybe make some moves for a second here. Okay, I don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of lollygagging. We are not being fired upon by anything. That's fine. If you want to get a... I haven't given you a closer look at the army, though. Let's do that real quick, because this is the first time we've had an army fighting in the rain. So I've slowed things down, right? Yes, I did slow things down. And now we're looking at these front lines. Definitely a dreary day marching back into Attila. So if I had to guess, I would guess that they're waiting for this entire navy. Okay, they have catapults there. So they're going to throw some stuff at us once they're in range. Let's see what their range is. That's their range. It's actually, their range is not great. You know what I could do? This is kind of a dick move. Let's put all of them in formation. We're actually going to back way off. And remove the effectiveness. So we're going to lose that kind of high ground advantage that I talked about. But that's fine. We're backing way off. I'm telling everyone to charge and get out of range of that artillery ship so that when all of these units land, it won't matter. So, all right, let's speed up and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, they're waiting for all of their navy to be lined up offshore, and then they're going to come on board, or come on land, rather, as one army, which is fine. Bring it, rebels. You can't take me. You can try, but you can't. All right, good. They are coming on land, as expected. Let's see what our archery range is. So our archery range is actually not phenomenal. All right, so let's orient ourselves toward them just a little better. Not going to need to reposition any troops, I don't think. Maybe a little bit. Meanwhile, let's have a look at their artillery. Oh, crap. Okay, we're still in range. Hang on. Wait, you guys go back there. I positioned everyone completely wrong. There we go. The general's unit 3. Better. All right, so we're going to speed things up a bit. And yeah, we're getting fired upon a little bit, but I don't think anyone's actually died. No one's died. So that's quite good. Quite good, rather. So it looks like what they're doing is they're bringing their entire army up onto the beach, and then they're going to send the army into Aquileia to fight, which is fine, if that's what they want to do. We'll just have more of a climactic battle against them. What? How? How? Did they get closer? What's their range? Oh, good lord. Alright, well, they moved again. That's really annoying. We're going to move all the way back here. And then we'll reassess our positioning. Alright, we actually have been hit, yeah. I don't know how I missed that. Or maybe that just happened, but the Praetorian Lancers got hit pretty hard. Alright, so that was a miss, thankfully. Because we're ordering all of our men to move at top speed, it's really taking away the effectiveness of that ballista. And they've used half their ammo just firing pointlessly. Okay, yeah. They only managed to hit us once. And now I believe we are totally out of their range. So now, that's their range. Let's reposition. Move more towards the city at a standard marching speed. Get our cavalry over here. And they can move faster, that's fine. Then we'll have the general in back. And it looks like we might have a pretty substantial battle, maybe right here on the edge of the town. Maybe move down here and do some fighting there. But that's fine, it'll be fun. They're complaining about the weather, and rightfully so. Okay, I no longer can see any range on that artillery ship. It's a little bit too far away. Well, that's fine. I frankly do not want to deal with them anymore. So I've got all my horse units already lined up and ready to go, and we're just waiting for the main army to march and catch up. We've got things fully sped up, but the main army, of course, I don't want them running just yet because they are probably about to engage in foot combat. Primary combat, so to speak. So I want them completely fresh. Right, so we're going to have them march there. I'll have them charge for a little bit. Once they get more in range, I'll keep an eye on their energy level too. Right, so they're all still fresh at the moment, even though they're running full speed. We want to watch for that to drop. All right, they're now inactive, which is fine. Maybe once they drop one more level, we'll have them... Let's see, they're all still active. So these troops are experienced troops. They're in good shape. They're running for a substantial distance. All right, they're almost in position. So you guys are good. Good job. That was awesome. All right, now we need to get the other units into position. They have some archers down here already, so they're going to start firing on us. They actually did manage to take out one of our spearmen already. Let's go ahead and return things to normal speed. Right, we will be in position very, very soon. They've only taken out one of my units. One unfortunate spearman got hit. They are using flaming ammunition, which is funny. So that's where we're going to be positioned. The archers are getting in position. Yeah, so far that no other units have died. None. Just that one spearman. And our archers are starting to fire. So what I should probably do... Let's see. They've got a small contingent of forces that my archers can mostly take care of here. Tell you what, you fire on them, split up your work. I wish there was a way to tell archers not to fire. Awesome, there they go. Not to fire, or not to chase units. Like to fire on a unit as long as it was in range, but not to actually follow it with their, like, by actually, you know, trying to chase the unit down once it was no longer in range. Alright, so lots of very, very high arrow volleys. Not really having an effect. So, tell you what. First cavalry unit. We're going to charge them down guerrilla style. They don't have any other units nearby. So if I come down with just this first unit of cavalry, pay them a visit, and try and break up these units, I don't know what you think you're doing, but you need to move. Alright, I'm going to tell all of these guys to hold their fire for a second, for obvious reasons. Alright, they are losing decisively, as you would expect. These archers are running as our cavalry chase them down. We're going to chase them down because it doesn't look like anyone is there to defend them. Excellent. Alright, so these units have already been torn up. We're going to withdraw these cavalry in just a second. I want to have them do as much damage to these Preventores as possible. Alright, get out. Get out, get out, get out. Actually, you know what? Those spearmen are not arriving just yet, so yeah, let's go ahead and take care of their cavalry a little bit. These are light melee cavalry up against Praetorian cavalry and shot cavalry. Alright, withdraw. Get out, get out, get out. Get out. All of you. Before those spearmen cause problems. Alright, now we want to have these guys fire at will. See if you can do some damage to those spearmen guys. Alright. Perfect. Now we have these cavalry in back. And guess what we're going to do with them? So they killed that archery unit. They're now going to pay this line a visit. Hey guys, weren't expecting me, were you? So much for those spearmen. Alright, we're going to charge these guys back down now. Have the shot cavalry hit the scout cavalry. And these spearmen should be... yeah, they're wavering already. Yeah. They were not hit when their spears were ready to defend. So, had a discussion briefly with one of the commenters about the fact that... in one of my previous battles, I charged some cavalry into some spearmen, and then it was like, oh, they didn't last as long as I thought they would. And the spearmen were low-level spearmen, at least I thought they were, so I was expecting that to go better than it actually did. But yes, normally charging cavalry into spearmen does not go well for the cavalry. But in this case, their spears were not ready. Alright, we're going to take this tower down if we can, before I bring these units out. Because this flag is going up pretty quickly. Get that tower removed from the equation. I actually think, given that these forces over here, I'm going to use both of my cavalry units.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
I'm going to pay these guys a visit. Alright, so now I'm charging my other cavalry in. They've got a number of archers and swordsmen here that are not going to be able to get away fast enough. Now, you guys keep moving, please. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and set up a new front for this battle. You guys charge down. Praetorians behind. Archers behind you. And the general can be right there. That's fine with me. You guys just march normal speed, though. I don't want you to get too far too quickly. Alright, good. So all of my cavalry are now together in one cohesive unit. And we're going to take advantage of that by having them just hit all of these kind of... Actually, those are spearmen right there. I need to be careful. Okay, come this way. Come this way. My army is coming down to fight their more powerful units, so we're going to use our cavalry to tear up these units in the middle. And their general is right here, too, so I could technically... He's not really protected, so I could flank him with my cavalry, and he would no longer be a problem. Hey, guys. It's almost like we caught you off guard. What's going on here? Alright, so we need to take out these bowmen yesterday. Good. Let's get one cavalry unit over here. One cavalry unit over here. Actually, you know what? All of you just charge him. Just charge him. You got this. Just hit him. Hit him really hard. Kill their general. Let's go ahead and charge in, finish this. Those guys are already engaged in the battle. I'll have the general back you guys up here. Their general is dying. Not dead, but dying. He's running. Oh, what are you guys doing? I should pay you a visit. Alright, breaking off some of the cavalry to take care of these. These are the Marines. These were units that were not really meant to be fighting against these powerful cavalry units. Their general is still alive. He's one of these 9 guys still alive over here. Let's have a look at the front lines this direction. I'd say the battle for Aquileia is going pretty well. It's an ambush. Okay, never said anything about the general being dead. Interesting. Let's pay these guys a visit from the rear. Hello. Good night. Nice knowing you. Battle's turning in our favor. There's still a number of units over in this direction, but they're not really accomplishing that much. I'm going to pay them a visit with these cavalry. Meanwhile, these units... Yep, there's the victory. And this was a city battle, so all these units are going to die. No one's going to get away. We didn't lose that many troops. Yeah, 96 losses. I'll take it, compared to 956. We killed 10 times as many as we lost. I will take it. Pretty good. So Aquileia now belongs to us. We're going to do a little bit of empire management before we wrap this episode, but we are now officially marching on the Italian peninsula. At long last. Oh, your sword was a little off the mark there, but we still got him. So there's that. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and just occupy that. I don't know why that decision took me so long. Oh, okay. So they did actually get away. That's weird. Aquileia is Roman once more. Well, technically it was already Roman, but you know what I mean. Someone suggested that since Rome, had not been rebuilt, someone suggested, well, maybe why don't you retake Milan? Well, look what happened here. Mediolanum is just as destroyed, unfortunately, as everything else was. All right, so Ravenna is, I have it under siege. Do I want to attack it? I guess we'll just maintain a blockade there. That's an army that I could technically march onto land. And what's going on with this one? This one's reinforcing. So yeah, actually we're not going to do any empire management just yet. Let's have a look at our diplomacy situation. Also, someone had suggested, I want to talk about a few things people have commented on. It looks like we have a loyalty issue with our bastard son. But Gnaeus Varius Promotus is our bastard grandson. He's a bastard of a bastard. Isn't that fun? So, let's go to character details. He's sweary, he's boring, he has good penmanship, he's irresolute, he's unsure about the afterlife, he has foreign interests. Okay, so our bastard grandson is as crappy as our bastard son. So yeah, I was right, I believe, to go ahead and give the crown of heir to Anicius Vatia. But he's going to need to adopt very quickly as soon as he assumes the throne. Assuming he does assume the throne. He's 52. We're 54. Like, I didn't realize that when I was picking him, but he's not much younger than us. So there's a very good chance he could die first. And if that happens, then what am I going to do? I don't know. We'll see.
Anything for Rome.
All right, I've got these armies down here still in Africa. Someone very rightly pointed out that they do need to be upgraded. I don't know that I will do that. They can still stand a chance against Hispania if I go ahead and attack Carthage during the course of retaking the Italian peninsula. So I don't know that I'm going to upgrade them. I don't know that I'm going to pull them back, as the suggestion was, and upgrade them. Oh, and just for clarity's sake, speaking of comments and things that I've heard today, these guys right here, not this. Where's the screen? Right here. These are the Jutes. When I said I wanted to kill the Jutes, just note that there was a T on the end of that, even if it wasn't audible. Someone was making fun of me in a comment yesterday, given that what that sounds like if there's not a T when you're saying you want to kill the Jutes, making me feel like a terrible person. It was pretty funny, but yeah, just for the record, I wanted to clarify that. And then finally, there was, oh yeah, I'm going to revisit one topic really quickly because someone brought up this whole thing of, well, look right there. I mean, by virtue of being the Eastern Roman Empire, we have the economic powerhouse perk. We get this income tariff, this interest on our treasury at the end of the turn. And then, of course, there's the trade tariff bonus. But yeah, we have this 5% interest on whatever money is left over in the treasury. And someone was asking me, well, why aren't you using that? That would give you a lot more income. Well, if there was any time for me to use it, it would be now, because I can, by leaving, say, half of my treasury from the next, or half of my income from the next turn in my treasury, that's instantly, let's see, 5% interest. What's half of 10%? So if I had 30,000, 10% of that would be 3,000. That's an instant 1,500 that would be available to me for the next turn. Just my income would go up by 1,500 for every 30,000 that I left, for every half of my current income that I left in my treasury at the end of the turn. I'll be completely honest. I have played through, as I've mentioned in the comments, I've played through so many Eastern Roman campaigns. I played through this one earlier. I've played through most of this one without using that bonus. And when I did try to use it, I didn't find it that helpful. So yes, I'm aware that it's there. I am ignoring it because I've never quite found it a useful bonus. Maybe if it was more between 5 and 10% or closer to 10%, I'd be more interested in maybe saving some of my money. But maybe then it'd be a little overpowered. But I don't know. I would just rather spend all my money, particularly when you have a powerful empire and you're making 64,000 per turn. My income's going to keep going up regardless. I don't really need to take advantage of that bonus to have all the money that I need. If I were maybe on the ropes more, then I'd think about it, but I'm not. So anyway, that's where that is. And on that note, we're 27 minutes into this episode, so I will go ahead and cut this one here. And the next one, like I said, we're going to kind of press westward pretty rapidly once we declare war on the Picts again. It's all just gonna go to hell really, really quickly. So we're gonna have to march with all these armies that are already on our borders and ready to go, pretty much, with the exception of a few that I have. Let's look at our summary map so we can see our armies. Where are you? Here you are. So I have a few back here that I need to bring to the front. Actually, I have several that need to come forward. So what we're probably going to do before we declare war on the Picts is make sure all of these armies are over here so that I can move north, so that I can move on Frisia. Sorry, you know who you are, but sorry, we're going to take Frisia. There's nothing you can do. And then continue to push this direction into Western Europe. So stay tuned for that. I hope you do. We have a lot to do, and I think it's going to happen pretty quickly. I'm looking forward in particular to taking control of the British Isles, as the full Roman Empire, of course, never fully did. So that's always a fun thing to do in a playthrough of Total War. But thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload new episodes in Eternal Empire every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT -4 for those of you not in the States. And comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.